Hello there, this is Coach Sammy33, and it is draft time. The soft draft has started. A late start to the day for me, some shoulder issues, but we're going to take a look at this and see what we got. You can see at the top of the website, first of all, you see here, when you look on my name, there's no team. My team is empty. The draft is here. Who goes where? We'll have to see. Saturday is the actual draft day, but we're having a soft draft for now. So if you've never heard of that, what this basically means is the draft is open. When your pick is up, you're able to make a pick, no time constraints, and then it just goes on and on until we get to the actual draft. The draft will start at a set time. I don't remember what that time is or if it's even been determined, but you'll have 5 minutes to make your pick. And if you don't make your pick, then basically you kind of get held like it'd be in the NFL draft. If you don't make your pick, the next team is up and you're free to make your pick whenever. Obviously, you'll be advised to make your pick when it's up so you have the full choice of teams available at that time. So, before I look at the list, let's look at me. The previous season, season 31, has been archived. You can see we got that nice shiny medal here for conference championship, 13-1. Actually, better than this season, but I think this includes the bowl game. That doesn't, because if I remember right, I was 12-1, and I'm pretty sure I was 12-0, and then I lost to Noel for real in the conference championship game. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. So best season, what would that look like in terms of draft? We looked at the coach score from the last one. We'll look at that in just a sec, but if you can see, been all around the league. I've been in the pack. Well, now there's the big, but I've been in the pack. I've been in the SEC, been in the ACC. I've kind of rolled around with some of the mid-majors. I believe that's Conference USA, early Sun Belt. That was Big 12, Big 10, Sun Belt, Big 12. Obviously, the longer run at Nebraska, 6 seasons. The WAC. And it feels so weird saying that now. That's been gone for a bit. And it's kind of moving around the league. See, overall, with the update, 221 wins, 116 losses. The season record, 198. So unless I completely crap the bed, we're going to get our 200th season win, which will be pretty cool. Conference record, not bad at all. Cup record, even. We'll see how it goes this season. And then, yeah, the bowl 11-7. I'll take that. So, the draft, the order. This is what we got so far. Washington State, Lick, entered the draft. Decided to keep his team. Pat entered the draft. Didn't take his team, but took the hometown team, or at least, where the team he's closest to now. UNC. Jiggy, the runner-up. Feels weird saying that. He's got 2 championships. Runner-up last season. Goes to Texas. That's going to be very scary. Smitty going to Ole Miss. That team's been cursed, so hopefully he can break the curse. I'm so glad this guy's off of Colorado. My dislike for Colorado. He's such a cool dude. I played him. We had a really fun game. He's at Bama. That'll be interesting. And then Marion, the redemption arc. The Cody Rhodes story finished with him going to Utah. A little surprising there. But look who's number 9. Me. Right there at number 9. If you look at the overalls, there's still Oklahoma available. And I'm going to show you why no one wants Oklahoma, because I think most people have looked at that and been like, holy hell, this team is terrible. You look at the defense, it's a 92 overall. Best defense, one of the best defenses available. Offensively, not the best, but still 83 overall. Definitely not bad by any means, but then you look at the schedule, and this is why no one wants them. Tennessee played in college football playoffs. Texas, Jiggy played in the college football playoffs. Ole Miss, Smitty played in college football playoffs. And then the last block of the season, Bama, college football playoffs, and then the reigning champs, the LSU Tigers. So just out the gates, before you even get into OOC, you've got 5 games, 3 of them on the road, and the SEC home field advantage is brutal. 3 of those on the road against top tier coaches that have played in the playoffs last season, multiple seasons in the case of some. So absolutely brutal. That is quite the gauntlet. Only a win goal of 4.5, but let's be honest, once you start doing an out of conference schedule, that's going to go up too. It's tough. I'll be really curious to see who takes them. Hey, maybe I do. We'll have to see. But back to draft. I'm not going to spoil anything. I've already listed my 3 teams. I already know which team I'll have, whether it'll be when I wake up or it'll happen live. I'm not sure. I already know who I'm going to take. It'll be interesting. The sad thing is, honestly, if I'm being really honest with you, Tulane sits there at 16, 85 overall. Honestly, I wanted to keep them. I really did. That was my priority. But the reason I did not keep them is because I will be running a group of 5 podcast show, whatever you want to call it, for the NDL in season 32. And I felt it was a conflict of interest to have a group of 5 team, because at some point I'm going to have to talk about my conference, and I don't want to impart my bias. I don't want to, use my platform to promote anything for Tulane. I wanted to be completely neutral across the board so I can just look at stuff objectively. I feel like I would, but I just feel like me being there makes things difficult, and I just didn't want to run into that problem. I mean, I could have a bad season, but I just don't want to run into that problem because I feel like I just feel like being put on the spot where I have to talk about my own team. So that's why I left Tulane. Otherwise, I was planning on keeping them for this last season. Next video, though, for the NDL, I should know who I have. If that is the case, we can take a look at the roster. And we already know the cup matchups because group 1 for the cups are up. I'm not going to show them because just in case someone sees this, I don't want their pick to be influenced, whether it's someone ahead of me or someone behind me just yet. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing if I get the team that I really want. If not, there's 2 other teams I'm really happy to get as well. I'm going to get one of the 3, so it makes no difference to me which one. I do know, though, if I do get one of those teams, it could make for a very interesting, really interesting scenario in chat. So we'll just have to see what happens.